Hello YouTube. Today is December 17th, 2018. It's just after 11 at night. Today I'm going to talk about one of the health issues I've been having and what the doctor did today and how I'm feeling, because I feel awesome. I feel so much better than I've felt in a long time. So essentially I have really low iron. I've always had low iron. It's always been, just slightly low, nothing crazy. Could still function normally, was regular teenager, everything like that. And then within the last couple of months, I've had an issue with being able to breathe properly and running out of breath for no reason. Regular tasks like, walking down to the end of the driveway or, lifting something made me out of breath like I had just ran a mile. And I've been so tired, like can't function, could barely get through a workout. I get halfway through the workout and I'm literally about to pass out. Everything hurt, all my muscles were sore all the time. It felt like my body had been hit by a truck constantly. I never really thought anything of it until about 2 months ago. I woke up to get ready for work and I was confused. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't read anything on my phone. I couldn't really say anything or explain what was wrong with me. All I could get out was, I don't know, something's wrong, I don't know what's wrong. And I was confused and I had a massive headache and my vision was blurry and I couldn't see straight, I couldn't think straight. So my mom immediately took me to the hospital and they're like, you need to go to the emergency room, we don't know what's wrong with you. When they tested me, trying to figure out what could be wrong, they came back with, you're extremely anemic. Your iron is insanely low. Your hemoglobin is crazy low. Like there's, what? So that's why I was having so much confusion, so much shortness of breath, so much pain, so much tiredness. Essentially, your body should sit at about a 13 hemoglobin level, and I was sitting just barely over an 8, which at an 8 is when they start doing transfusions. And my iron saturation level, which a normal person should be between 22 and 50% iron saturation, I was sitting at a 3%. So my body had almost no iron at all, which was affecting the hemoglobin in my body, which means when I would breathe in, the oxygen coming into my body, it was having a hard time traveling anywhere. I couldn't get it to my lungs, I couldn't get it to my muscles. My body was essentially failing. I was so anemic that my body was trying to quit. They still don't know why. So they put me on what they called an iron study. Essentially, I took iron every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 hours after breakfast with orange juice to try to build my iron levels up. Well, unfortunately, my body is still trying to give up, and it's, it wouldn't absorb any of the iron. My iron levels weren't changing. My hemoglobin moved a little bit, but didn't move even a full point. So there, 6 weeks went by, nothing. Saw the hematologist. They said, all right, we're going to do this again. We're going to try this again. We want to see if anything changes. So they took my blood. Again, I was sitting at an 8.4 hemoglobin, which is super low, and a 3% iron saturation, again, which is super low. So we're going to do another 6-week iron study. We want to know what's going on. We've got to see why your body's not absorbing this iron. So we did another 6-week study. We did another Monday, Wednesday, Thursday with, 1 iron pill a day, 2 hours after breakfast with a big glass of orange juice. And then I just went back on Wednesday, I think, last Wednesday, to see the hematologist again, and my iron was still at 3%, and my hemoglobin had only gone up to a 9.1, which is not a huge jump. So they said they don't know why my body won't absorb the iron. Essentially, it's coming in, my body's taking it, but instead of absorbing it and using it like I should, my body's just passing it like it's waste. It's not going anywhere, my body's not taking it. So they said the next step is to do a transfusion. So essentially, they said you're going to do a 2-part infusion. You're going to go in on one day, you're going to do an infusion, and then you're going to go in a week later and do the second infusion. It should make you feel much better. Your breathing should return to pretty well normal. Your energy levels should go up. You should feel much better. So, obviously, I was skeptical. I've been fighting this for a long time. I've always had an issue with my iron. It's always been too low, but it's never been this low. And since my body's never really been able to absorb the extra iron from my diet, from iron pills, I was pretty skeptical. I really didn't think it was going to work. So I went in today for my first part of the 2-part infusion. I walked in and I wasn't really sure what to expect. When you hear the word transfusion, you immediately think blood transfusion. So I was a little bit nervous. I wasn't really sure what they were going to do, what it was going to entail, how long it was going to take, how I was going to feel. Was it going to feel good right away? Was it going to take till after the second one? They didn't really explain anything to me. So I showed up. They put the IV in my arm, and it took about 20 minutes for the iron to fully infuse. It was just an IV bag full of iron, so there was no full blood transfusion, nothing like that. Took about 20 minutes. It absorbed. They're like, all right, we're going to make you sit for another 30 minutes just to make sure, everything is normal, that your breathing's okay, you don't end up with any adverse side effects. So I sat there for about 30 minutes, and about 15 to 20 minutes after the IV was finished, it was like they had given me a shot of Red Bull in my arm. The amount of energy and just exhilaration that I felt was insane. Like, I had not felt that good in at least 2 to 3 months. Like, it legitimately felt like somebody had just put a shot of Red Bull into my blood. Like, I felt so good. I wanted to get up, I wanted to move, I wanted to do stuff, which I haven't had that in a long time. I've been wanting to lay on the couch and nap all the time and just exhausted. Everyday tasks are so difficult. So I was just elated that I felt so good after the first transfusion. I got home and I looked at my fiance and I immediately just wanted to go to the gym. I'm like, I want to see if I can make it through a full workout. It's been 2 months since I've made it through a full workout without having to quit because my body's trying to give up. I just wanted to go, and then I was like, well, I don't have time yet. So after dinner, after he left for work, immediately headed to the gym. Today was leg day, so I was excited, get on the treadmill, let's get warmed up, let's start going. It's been a while since I've actually been able to run as a warm-up. I've had an incline walk, and it's nowhere near where I was a few months ago. And today I was able to run for a solid minute and a half without having to stop, which it's not that amazing. Believe me, I get it, it's not that amazing. But for me, with as much trouble as I've been having lately, that was like a huge milestone. It was like I ran a mile. I was so excited. My body felt normal again. I made it through an entire workout where I pushed myself so hard, did all the reps I was supposed to, did all of the amount of sets that I was supposed to, did extra amounts of sets of different things than I was supposed to, and by the time I was done and I was stretching, I still felt okay. I didn't feel like I was gonna pass out. I was still having issues with, breathing, and I still had to stop every once in a while and really catch my breath. It's still hard. It's just not as hard as it has been. And that was after the first transfusion. So I'm just so excited, and I can't wait for next Monday when I get to do the second part, and hope and pray that it's even better, that I can go back to normal and I can do the things that I want to do again, and I can work out and do a full workout and just feel better. I'm only 22. I've still got so much that I want to do, and I've got all this motivation and determination to do these things, and it really sucks when you can't. When you sit on the couch and you can't make yourself get up because your body is physically too tired to move. or when you're, you know, trying to get a sentence out and you have to stop halfway through because you can't breathe. Like, it's horrible, and it sucks, and people think that I'm lazy, and they think that I just don't want to, and that's just not the case. Today was the first time in at least 2 months that I've felt halfway normal again. And I just want to dance. I just want to move. I don't even care that I just did a 2-hour workout and my body hurts and I'm exhausted. I just want to get up and move. I just want to do stuff. I don't want to just sit anymore because my body is just so excited that it's not sick anymore. Like, I'm still sick. And we won't know, you know, until after I do the second infusion, and we have to do a 6-week wait again after that before I go back in to make sure that my body's going to accept the transfusion and it's not just going to, you know, work for a couple of weeks and then I have to go back and do it again. I'm hoping that it just jumpstarts my body and I just am able to produce the iron and absorb the iron like it should. Like, my body just needs a kick, you know, to get it to do what it's supposed to do. But right now, I don't even care. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to be tired anymore. I'm, you know, for lack of a better word, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I've been on the verge of tears all day long since I got my infusion because I just feel so normal again. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited and I just can't wait. And I know this is probably boring to most people and you probably already clicked off and there's so many people that probably didn't even watch it because I'm a nobody. But honestly, I don't care. I'm making this channel and these videos for myself. I want to look back later, and even if it's 6 weeks down the road and I'm feeling like crap again and I just want to look back and remember what it felt like and remind myself, yep, the IV transfusions suck. Yep, it's boring. Yep, it kind of hurts. But you know what? You'll feel so much better. Just to remind myself, you will feel so much better. Or maybe in 6 weeks, I'll look back at this and say, I can't believe I felt that sick. I can't believe that I was that tired because, you know, it'll work. And I'm just hoping and praying that it'll work. But like I said, I don't care. I just don't care. Thanks, guys.